Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Tamiya Robles. I'm your credit expert. I am the host of my podcast, Coast to Coast Credit. I am the owner of Fix My Credit Now, 850.com, and I am the Reps High Desert Chapter President. So, real quick, I am going to give you guys a visual on how to do the Experian Hack. The reason why I'm doing it again in 2025 is because I showed y'all before, but it's so old and I have released so many videos, I can't find it. And shout out to one of my subscribers who was looking for it and asked me to find it, and then I couldn't find it myself. So anyway, let's hop right to it. Let me share my screen with y'all. Let me put myself on the bottom so y'all can see. All right, boom. So first thing you want to do is log on. So when you sign in, it may ask you for a security code or a phone call. It will send you a text message and provide you with this security code, or it will obviously give you a call. And I'm doing this for you guys as far as giving you the step by steps, because I don't want you to go in here and be like, hey, this isn't what Tamiya said was going to happen. Now, when you first get in the account, it's going to ask you, do you want to update your membership? You always want to say no, you do not need a paid membership to do this. But another thing I want to give you guys is a quick tip. Is this originally came out during the pandemic? Let me give you a backstory. And it was considered then called the 8-minute hack. That's what it was called, the 8-minute Experian Hack. So I don't know if that still stands or not, but just to be on the safe side, when you get in here, you want to get in and out. I don't know if it makes a difference, doesn't make a difference, but I'm not playing around. When you use it, use the hack as if it's still new, it's still fresh, and go from there. Okay. So then you want to go straight to credit. You want to go to credit reports. It's going to take you to the person's credit report that you're trying to do the hack for. Now, what you're going to see is everything. You're going to see the personal information. I'm intentionally scrolling down so you don't see the person's personal information on here. But you'll see their credit utilization, which here it's high. But we're not going to care about that. We're not going to care about this. We're not going to care about this. What you want to do is go to collections. So what this hack is good for is any negative items, such as collections and charge offs. So what you want to do is you want to click on this, and it will take you to the first collection or charge offs. In this case is a collection account. So you go here, you click on it, and you scroll down. It says dispute this account. You want to click dispute this account. Now, in many cases, it takes you to a whole different screen, and it will take you here, and it will say, okay, you want to start a new dispute. It will show you all your negatives, right? So it only showed initially what I just showed you, the 2 collection accounts, but now it's showing you all the problems that are on this credit report. What I like to do personally is I like to dispute each and every one of them, just because. I'm saying, whether it's going to work or not. So what you want to do is you want to click on, what did I click on? I'm sorry. I'm so used to doing this quickly that I didn't even slow walk it. So, for example, you want to take this account, you want to click on the arrow. This is a negative account. Click on the arrow. You want to start a dispute. Then once you click on start dispute, you want to scroll down. You want to put not mine, no knowledge of account. You do not have to leave a comment. If you do want to leave a comment, you can. I used to have a little template thing, a few words that I would put here, but I don't think they really read it or care. So I stopped doing it, and I still get the results. So, you could add stuff. You don't have to add stuff. I think less is more. So I wouldn't encourage you to do it, but they really don't care. So then I would add another item. Now I'm going to go faster because, again, this was called a what? An 8-minute hack. So I don't want to take up too much time here, but you want to keep adding as many negative accounts as possible. And the reason why is not all of them will stick. So, for example, if it's not a collection or charge off, a lot of times it won't stick. Um, but you never know. You know me, I don't trust the credit bureaus. I don't believe anything that they say. So I just try to push the envelope, and whatever works, works, and whatever doesn't, it is what it is. Now, back in the day, and I'm talking about during the pandemic, you would be able to go through this whole credit report and put all the negative items on one dispute and submit the dispute, but now you can't. It only lets you put a couple on there, I think five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you do the five, hit submit dispute, and it will tell you if it accepted all of them, some of them, none of them. In this case, it accepted all five of them, which is great. So now I have more to go. So let's keep going. So this is a pay close, probably charge off account because it's not with a collection agency. I don't care. I'm still going to dispute it. Now, another thing, when I do this for my clients, when you sign up with me, depending on what package you chose, I will do the hack for you. But sometimes people say, "Oh, I've never had my credit repaired at all." I can tell that they have, because sometimes if you have, especially if you have an active dispute, they will this hack won't go through on certain accounts. It will say, "Oh, it's an active dispute, or you just disputed it and we got the result," or whatever. It won't go through. So this definitely works super well for first timers. If you get rejected, okay, I submitted five. I got one more to go. All right, portfolio recoveries. As you know, it's a collection account. We're going to dispute that. Not mine. Next. Okay, boom, submit dispute. Now we're done. So once you're done here, you just want to get up out of here. That's all. So now we're going to exit out because we were under 8 minutes. And more than likely, you will receive an email or something stating that you disputed online. I will be totally transparent with y'all. All right, this is technically you doing an online dispute. At the end of the day, you know how I feel about online disputes. I'm thoroughly against it. I've spoken about this numerous times. However, when it comes to a hack, you can't, like this particular hack, you can't get around it. So the problem with disputing online is that if you ever need to sue the credit reporting agencies, remember, we're not calling them the credit bureaus anymore, the credit reporting agencies, then you can't sue. It relinquishes your right to sue if you dispute online. If you do it through Credit Karma, if you do it through here, but just keep that in mind. Another thing is, again, this is an 8-minute hack, but it's old. This is pandemic old. It doesn't work as well as it used to during the pandemic. When the pandemic first came out, there were all sorts of hacks. There were hacks for um, Credit Karma. There were hacks for Equifax. I think some worked, some didn't. Some were real, some were fake. And I'm one of those, you know me, I like to find loopholes. I'm going to try to find ways to cut corners so I could get my clients the best and fastest results as possible. The Credit Karma one worked amazingly, amazingly, and I'll show you guys that in another episode. It doesn't work now at all, just so you know. It doesn't work now at all. But then the Experian hack was like a urban myth. Like, hey, is there really an Experian hack? And the reason why everyone wanted the Experian hack is because when you apply for credit cards and business credit, they always check Experian. They always check Experian. So some credit card companies and some lenders only look at Experian. I don't know what it's like now. I think they look at multiple ones, but yeah, they if, as long as your Experian was together, you were getting funded. So it was urban myth that there was even an Experian hack. I found it, and bro, this guy charged me $2,400 for the 8-minute hack. And guess what? He texted me. I paid it. I paid it, y'all. I paid it. I mean, it was the pandemic. The business back then was amazing. It's amazing now, right? But I was making so much bread then, but I really needed this hack. What I wound up doing was utilizing the hack. It worked, And by the way, you get results within actually I put 7 days in the title, but I think it's actually 4 to 5 business days. But I say 7 to be on the safe side. I have seen this work literally in an hour. So just check, check for notifications. But I did wind up reselling this within the same day and getting not only my money back, but a profit. You know what I'm saying? Always the business lady. Always the business lady. But anyway, yeah, use this at your own discretion. Sorry I mentioned it and didn't tell y'all where to go find it, and then I couldn't find it myself. So hopefully if you use it and it works, let me know, show some results. Let's talk about it. I wish you guys the best of luck on your credit journey. Talk to y'all later.